What's up, chums? Sharky here.
And today I'm joined by VesperStarWolf, and we're going to be talking about the Beastars anime. If you've been living under a rock, it's basically an anime about a bunch of animal characters that go to this high school, and there's a wolf and a rabbit. Shenanigans ensue. First impressions about the show. When I first started watching it, I thought it was weird. I think a lot of people did when they first started watching it. The animation, I think they used some form of motion capture for the animation, and it kind of makes it a little creepy when you first watch it. It's got very thin line work, and some of the movements are really jerky and awkward sometimes. It's really unique. I haven't really seen a whole lot of shows animated in that style before. I don't watch a lot of anime usually, so Vesper, maybe you would know a little bit more about animation styles than I do. Some of the character designs were really weird too at first. So I think first impressions, I thought it was really weird looking. After I watched the trailer for it, I actually started guessing what this show could be about before I even watched it. And I was thinking it was about a wolf detective or something that fell in love with a rabbit, and cause their outfits kind of look 1920s-ish. And I was like, is this about a detective or something? Like a police department? That would be an interesting spin-off show, but that's not what it was about.
I've been looking forward to watching Beastars for a long time. I first saw the trailers for it on Twitter and stuff, and I thought, ooh, an anime with anthro animals. This is right up my alley. The only thing is I was kind of thrown off by the fact it was in a 3D style, because most anime usually are in 2D with the occasional CGI. So I was a little thrown off, but I was looking forward to it anyway. I've even been wanting to read the manga, but every time I go to Barnes & Noble, they don't have the first one, so I haven't been able to read it yet. At first it came out on the Japanese Netflix, and so I waited for it to come on to the US one to watch it.
Okay, so things that I liked about the show, I love Legoshi. He is one of the best furry characters ever. I really relate to Legoshi, on a personal level, because I feel like when I was in high school, I was that, shy, super awkward, just kind of blend in kind of person. So I feel him. I understand. I really, really like the soundtrack in the anime. Everything from the intro to the background music during scenes to the transitions to the credits songs are amazing. They fit the show and the style so well. You can definitely tell that a lot of work was put into making Beastars. Also, another thing that I liked is the character development. The character development is so relatable and so well done and well thought out. They did a really good job fleshing out the characters. You feel an emotional connection to the characters. You feel you relate to them. You have similar emotions to them. You care about them. You care about what's going to happen. And the show kind of pulls you in that way because you care about the characters.
What's actually really funny is the animation, which I was so apprehensive about before, I absolutely loved. The 3D style works for the show, and I think it really worked because they stylize it in a way that's just beautiful. Some of the stuff they do with lighting and the different techniques. I'm sorry, I'm an animation nerd. So it was just good. I think the pacing of the show was really good because it didn't feel like it was dragging anywhere. It was so easy to just binge the whole thing in a single night. So that was also really cool.
Things that I kind of disliked, There were some of the character designs that I really didn't care for. Like the baboon lady that's like the dorm mother or whatever. That was like over the top and kind of freaked me out. I guess she's supposed to be a baboon. I don't know. But some of the animal character designs, I was like, why? Like, that looks kind of bad, kind of creepy. My first impression of Haru, I didn't really like her at first. But then, like, as they got into her backstory and, like, why she does the things that she does, I started to, like, gain more respect for her. My least favorite characters in the whole series so far is probably Juno. Number 1, I don't like Juno. I'm sorry to Juno fans out there, but I can't stand her right now. People have said that later it's going to get better, like as she gets developed, but right now I just really don't like her. I also don't really like Louis that much either, because he's kind of a jerk, but...
There wasn't too much that I didn't like. I have some pet peeves. Some of the scenes made me uncomfortable, but you know, it's an adult anime, so that's fine. Some of the science behind the animals is kind of weird and off. You can't really tell much in season 1, but from what I've heard of like later stuff in the manga, it gets kind of weird from what I hear. You know, Legoshi, the main character who's a wolf, hangs out with all the dogs, which makes sense, but in the group of dogs, there's like a hyena, but hyenas aren't actually related to dogs, so I don't know if they think hyenas are dogs, or if it's a joke. So that's something I did kind of have a pet peeve about, just a small one.
Season 2. When I saw the end credits scene, no spoilers, I was really thinking about, like, who it shows in that scene, because I think I figured it out, but I'm really interested to see in season 2, like, how they ease into season 2. I kind of want them to just pick up in the end credits scene where they left off in the first season, instead of, like, a completely different intro. I feel like that would take away from the suspense a little bit, because they left it on a cliffhanger, and if they opened with the cliffhanger, I feel like that would be a good intro to season 2. They kind of left it that Haru and Legoshi aren't actually together yet, but like, I really hope that they end up proudly a couple. They said that season 2 won't be coming out until 2021. I am so upset about that. I was hoping it would be maybe like the end of this year, because the show, season 1 of the show did just end in December.
You know, I'm not really good at speculation. I don't know what to expect from this show, because you can think it would go one way and it would go the complete opposite way, so you just don't know. I think they're probably going to figure out like stuff about Lewis more, like that was kind of left open-ended. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. They'll probably delve more into the relationship between Legoshi and Haru. So that's something, who knows, it'll probably go in a way none of us are expecting, and I'm really excited to see where the story takes us.
So my overall thoughts on Beastars, I'm like obsessed with it right now. I've been buying merch. I really wanted to read the manga, but I don't want to spoil things for season 2, because I'd rather watch the season first and then read it like after the show is completely done, to see like what was different. Some people are reading it now that season 1 is over in preparation for season 2, but I'm like, you're just gonna spoil a lot of it if you read it. But I really want to read the manga at some point. I love the characters for the most part, except Juno and Louis, but I love Legoshi. I love the aesthetic, like the art style and everything. It's so creative. Like, they used so many different art mediums in this show, like for the credits and the intro. Like they have stop motion for the intro, like felt and fur for the intro, and then they've got like, you know, the weird like 2D 3D hybrid animation for the main part of the show. And then they've got like sequences, like either monologue scenes that are like in watercolor and different styles of art that like convey emotion and stuff. I just love it. The art, the characters, the music, I love everything about it. The only thing that I worry about with this show is that if they do stray from the manga, I hope that they don't cave into fan service. Sometimes they will change the show to fit what fans want. I hope that they don't do that. I really want them to stick to the manga as close as possible. I don't mind if they change a few things here and there, but I would like them to stick to the source material because I think it's going to be better for them if they do, and it won't ruin the show. The show is like peaking in popularity and there's like no merch. So fans like myself, I've been like making my own merch pretty much. I think that's the only thing that I dislike about this show is that there's not a lot of promotion. There's not a lot of merch that you can buy for this show, and it bugs me because I'm like, I love this show, I'm obsessed with it, I want to buy things. I can't find anything really. Beastars companies, if you're listening, make more Beastars merch.
I love this show. I think it's really great, and you know, if you have like a day or a few hours to kill, you know, just check it out, watch it. It's really good to just watch in a sitting. You know, I decided to watch it when I had nothing else to do and I was really bored one night. So I just binged the whole thing in a few hours or whatever. There's only like 12 episodes. But yes, highly recommend. I loved it. I have a lot of friends that love it. It's actually a really good show.
Big shout out to VesperStarWolf for helping me with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you haven't seen Beastars yet, I definitely recommend that you go watch it on Netflix. I think you might be able to watch it other places, but I'm not exactly sure. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!